a dream and it's all I see. I got my team and it's all I need. I see them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me. See them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me.
I see them hating and it's fine by me. Got a dream and it's all I see. Got my team and it's all I need. See them hating and it's fine by me.
It's fine by me. Yeah, haters know I get a lot of.
Wait,
Hold up.
shit,
Haters know I got a lot of.
Wait.
Hold up.
shit.
Haters mad cause they get nada. Got a lot of dollars, look like I just hit the lotto. Rich. Pop my collar, looking like a baller. Take shots like revolver, but the stroke so on no Palmer. Don't tell me act right, I be in my bag like I be in the fast like blow money like a bagpipe. It's all I see. I got my team and it's all I need. I see them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me. See them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me.
I see them hating and it's fine by me. Got a dream and it's all I see. Got my team and it's all I need. See them hating and it's fine by me.
It's fine by me.
Boy, it's only buckets where I'm at, where I'm from. They don't tuck it, they just shoot dick buckets through the gap. You be sluggish at the bat, I be Kirby Puckett. Sticking House of Moan Brown, stuck it to the mat. Magic fingers, like I'm Stephon Diggs. I don't like my coffee black, I like it T-shirt Prince. Hold on to the balls.
Got a dream and it's all I see. I got my team and it's all I need. I see them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me. See them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me.
I see them hating and it's fine by me. Got a dream and it's all I see. Got my team and it's all I need. See them hating and it's fine by me.
It's fine by me.
I can see them hating, but it's all good. Say they hating 'cause I made it, 'cause they never thought I would.
I always knew I'd do it different since the day I started. When I was spitting all my lyrics, all I know is heartache. I need a medic who can feel so empathetic when I'm calling 9099. My list of fucking problems, take out those zeros cause I'm powered by a 9. And my favorite color's Nero, but I'm looking for a star who can shine away the pain that is coming up with this age. As I look back and I say, where did it go, why did I waste it? I grew up listening to music from 10 different genres. It never stopped me going crazy when the volume's up. And I always wanna be somebody who can tell his father I made it pops and I promise I'll look after mother. I'm making money but my money isn't back, and I'm always wondering if it will ever be everlasting. I'm always thinking about the issues of my past. Now my faith is on the edge, somebody go and call the pastor. I gave up weekends cause I need to take a chance. Now I'm working all the time on my music, I gotta act big. If I don't make it then I pray my boy will smash this. I'm looking up for angels cause I want the wings to catch him. And in my past there's a version I barely know, who never thought he falls from the all-time low. But it's not his fault, oh no, it's not his fault. Cause he's putting in his life but his name, it didn't go. And if I grow old, moving from my friend zone, call me back home, I don't wanna let go. If I lose hope, grab me by the damn throat, shout my name and tell me let the worry go. Cause all I wanna do is cut loose, but I don't even know what's going on. Cause all I wanna do is push through, but I don't even know if I'm coming home. Cause all I wanna do is cut loose, but I don't even know what's going on. Cause all I wanna do is push through, but I don't even know if I'm coming home. I know you probably heard the story from the different shows of all the singers, rappers, failures who just wanna pose. I'm not saying that my story is the only told, I'm just saying this is how I vent my hollow bones. I'm trying to think but my words, they just keep overflowing. If you saw me then you'd say that my vibe was glowing. If you knew me then you'd say I'd have a smile. But all the while for my time a secret that I'm hiding. I'm always feeling like I'm battling leviathans. I'm hitting and I'm slashing but they're coming back inside my head. I'm up all night too scared of bed, I'm wasting time and then I'm dead. And all that's left is words unsaid, or better yet a demo track. Cause all I wanna do is cut, but I don't even know what's going on. Cause all I wanna do is cut. in the back in the red lights. So come on over, save me falling.
Hey guys, welcome to another. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the GhettoRig podcast. Had a little tongue twister there. Episode, Mickey, tell me.
156.
156.
It's right
Another
there.
43, 44. God, my brain is messed up. 44 to go. Another 44 to go, guys. We're at that 200 mark. Oh shit, my hair looks way different than I thought. We're all off, man. We're all off. Shout out to our official sponsors, guys. UFC Gym, St. Petersburg, or I think it might be called Pinellas Park, from what I'm hearing.
They're fighting for St. Petersburg now.
Yeah, we're trying to get that. But UFC Gym on 66th Street is 64th, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Where the old UFIT was. If you're local, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of us actually went to that gym. I went to that gym when me and Emily first started dating. A lot of us did. Miggy, I think you went there at one point, didn't you?
No, I never went to a UFIT gym.
No?
The only gyms I've been to before are Amp Fitness gyms.
Reason I said that because I know Lazarito went there with us at one point, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways, shout out to the UFC gyms in Largo and St. Petersburg / Pinellas Park at this time. And Vitality Recovery and Wellness Center, guys. Without those things, we wouldn't be here. So thank you guys for that. Thank you everyone who watches us. Let's get started, guys. What do we got for us today, Mickey? What you got?
So I've been away.
Yeah,
Over the
Mickey's been
weekend.
away. Mickey's got. See, I'm happy I haven't talked with Mickey too much about this because it's nice we kept this conversation for the pod. But Mickey took a little trip. Tell us about that.
I'd say I did some pretty badass shit, or at least
You didn't pull a single fish out the water, motherfucker.
no, but I did endure heat.
Wait,
A
what?
lot of
You
heat.
didn't get to fish while you were there?
No, honestly, I didn't really want to fish.
Why not?
The main reason was I wasn't trying to get charged for it, but I wasn't really gonna get charged for it. I mean, I don't think I would have anyways.
I mean, they asked you. I'm sure if they would have handed you the rod, be like, all right, by the way, it's $50.
Yeah, multiple people asked me if I wanted to fish, but I was like, no, I'm just here for the filming, just doing my
Damn, bro.
thing. But it was really cool having that experience and just seeing everybody just pull up fish. Oh, I got a bite. Boom, I got a bite. Boom, I got a bite. And just everybody would have a bite. And it's just chaotic because I'm trying to get a fish. I'm trying to catch the action. And somebody on the other side's got a fish. So
Do you-
somebody's rod is bending over there. Somebody's rod is bending over there.
Do you have any stuff you could show maybe for us
I
here?
don't have any of the footage
Maybe
right
your
now.
Instagram, you show some stuff from there.
I mean, we have older videos like it, but we don't have any content right now at the moment.
No, I'm saying what you posted. You
Oh.
have some stuff that you posted, didn't you?
I only have some pictures of them reeling in some stuff, but I could open that up. Whoops, what is that?
So, Miggy, what was the worst part?
Heat. I just can't get away from it.
All right, now
So,
what was the best part?
the money?
The money. Besides the money of the actual experience.
The experience itself was pretty cool. It kind of just
We should talk about those, by the way.
it
The
puts you in
SpongeBob
the
Spinnakers.
zone. It's not for the faint of heart to go out there in the sea for 39 hours. It takes some mental, especially if you
How packed was the boat? A lot of people,
40 people out of 50.
That
So
can fit?
it wasn't fully decked out,
but it was
but
pretty
it
close.
was still pretty packed.
Yeah. Now, was it on, like, with the
It
bait
was-
situation, was that all uncomfortable, like, with people? Like, how does that set up? How's that
The
set up?
bait, so everybody gets their bait initially, right? But they buy this huge packs of squid, and they're like huge crates, and they just cut them up into pieces, and everybody's getting ready on the way out. So everybody's making a bunch of rigs, getting the bait ready. There's different types of baits as well. You got sardines, you
Did you
got
see anyone using a spinning reel at all?
a spinning reel.
Everyone using conventionals, I bet.
No, there was people using spinning reels, but it was for jigging. Yeah, there was people jigging with light setups as well. Somebody was using a 10-pound, 10-pound mono out there.
What?
Yeah,
What
it
the-
didn't work out because he hooked up to a huge one. And he was fighting it for like 10 minutes, but
That's gonna break, dog. 10-pound on
It got
100
to
and
the
something feet
point-
of water. You're talking about monsters, dog. 10-pound?
it was either
What is
probably
he, bass fishing, dog?
it was probably either a really good size grouper or a really nice red snapper. I'm talking about 20-inch, 22-inch red
Okay.
snapper.
Yeah, fatty.
And they would fuck that line up. But the pictures that I took, these were the kind of reels that they were using out there.
Yeah, big conventionals, huh?
Main right here. So fucking
Go
thick ass
Mexis.
reels.
Go Mexis. They make that brand. They make badass handles for some of the pen reels.
Mm-hmm.
So these are,
What
if you
makes it-
lose this, they will charge you $250, so they're not that expensive, I'm guessing.
The what?
Remember when we were going through the stuff? They said that
It's
if you
like-
lose a reel, it's 250.
Yeah,
bucks.
the rental's like $30. It's cheap
Said
to rent.
50, I thought on the website.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Still, it's not really that expensive if you really think about it.
But they said you pay 250 if you lose it.
Yeah, but also the other benefit is they just rig your shit up again and stuff, or you can just grab another rod, so you don't have to worry about.
So it's not like they
Re-rigging.
rent $50 for one rod or something like that. You have access to
I'm pretty
what
sure
they have, right?
Yeah, so they'll just re-rig you, and they're pretty nice about that stuff. They're not a big pain in the ass.
I mean, they gotta be. They're running a business.
They're
you
giving
know?
tips and shit too.
Yeah.
So
They're running a business.
They
there.
definitely
they gotta
have-
have customer service. That's very well.
They definitely have a good system set up. You know, of getting everybody. On
Yeah, I
the
was
boat.
about to say that sounds like it could be a pretty chaotic situation. So
They definitely have their systems down. You know, they get everybody on the boat first. You know, get your bags, and then they send you back to your cars. All right, now you can bring your rods, and then or first rods, and then your bags because they do check them before you go on the boat as well.
check your bags.
Yeah, just
No
to make sure you don't
alcohol.
have any firearms, illegal drugs, that type of
Okay.
stuff that you can't have on the vessel. Apparently you can't sell the fish that you catch there, but who knows? You know,
Right. Who's gonna stop you after
Yeah.
that?
The most annoying part of it was at the end, getting off the ship, because it was about an hour 30 wait, maybe even 2 hours. Because the way they do it is they get you off the boat, they get you off all your shit, and then they start prepping. They get out the stuff, they get more ice, they get the fish out on the boat, but they're also cleaning the boat as well while they're doing all that stuff,
Yeah.
and that takes a while. And then you can get your fish filleted as well if you want to.
Oh, they'll fillet it for
Yeah,
you.
depending on the size of the fish, you can pay $1 or $2, something like that, to get them filleted per fish.
Per fish, $1 or
Per
$2.
fish.
Damn. Okay.
was there anyone that didn't catch fish?
No, everybody got their max limit. So what happened was, after everybody got their limit, because they did encourage everyone to keep their fish because fishing hasn't been that good, everybody ended up getting their limit. And whoever didn't have any other fish that was getting pulled, they were like, hey, anybody else need their limit? And they would just give them to them.
Right. Like if I reach my limit and I'm still fishing, I give it to other people.
So it's 5 per
Exactly.
person.
I believe so, yeah.
Five
or
what,
six.
snapper?
It's 5
Red,
snapper
red
per-
snappers, yeah. We did start also targeting other species once we
Reach limit.
not reached limit,
But
but
getting
once we
close?
got a couple of them, we started targeting mangrove snappers, and you can get some big mangrove snappers out there, dude. We're talking about 20-inch mangrove snappers, which you're not gonna catch inshore.
No, not even 10 miles.
The ones we're
offshore.
catching out here, fucking 13, 14, maybe 15 inches. If you
Yeah.
can find
And
them
that's
in
a
the bay.
fatty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
16-inch mangrove. That's a
My
fatty.
biggest
for us.
one's like 15, 16 inches that I've ever caught, and
Yeah.
they're chunky. You can make some nice tacos out of a 15, 16 inch.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You deep fry that shit, bro. Like
I'll fillet
head
that.
and
bitch.
all.
The other cool thing that they did is they really take care of you with the food as well. If you can buy their meal plan, and they'll cook up like food throughout the day. It's not like a it's not like a fucking what's it called, a cruise where you're constantly going to the buffet. But you can
Right.
there are snacks. You could grab those instead.
Yeah.
A couple chips, chocolate cookies, Cokes, Pepsis, whatever the fuck. But yeah, it's convenient. It's nice.
Did people fish throughout the night and everything, or people were pretty much sleeping?
People kind of, some people fish throughout the day, some people fish throughout the night. It was kind of however they were feeling, really, because on the way out some people were trolling, but some other people instead were sleeping until they got
How
to the
does
spot.
that work to like trolling while the boat's moving and stuff and with everyone
the
doing
boat
that?
itself is not really fast, but it is constant.
Did they catch anything trolling?
Internal. We got 2 bites. One we actually pulled up, and it was a mackerel. The other one was a kingfish that got away. So it was a much bigger one.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the way there, it's kind of a slow troll on pace. It's not anything crazy. We don't fucking send it out there. On the way back, though, we didn't really troll. It was just they picked
Get
up
here.
speed. Yeah. But on the way back, we also went right through a fucking thunderstorm. It was a little bit scary because you didn't really know what's happening, but the boat really didn't move that much. All you felt was thunder and all the metal custom window panes that they had on the sides of the boat, because they could slide them in or slide them out. And they decided to slide them in because it was a lot of water just splashing and a lot of wind and shit. But I liked it on the way back. It was nice and cool. Not as much heat, which is the thing I'm complaining the most about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet you, and that water was fucking hot as shit during the day.
If I were to go out there fishing, I wouldn't do the 39 hour. I'd probably do like the 24 hours at most, just because it's just grimy, dude, and the smell gets to you after a little bit. It
The
smells
fish
like
smell,
the bait.
the bait.
It's just constant bait and diesel or gas, whatever the fuck the boat was using.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweaty
That's
ass
crazy.
people. Nobody showers really.
Well, yeah. Where are you gonna shower?
There were showers.
Oh, nobody showered.
Nobody
Oh
showers.
shit, fucking.
The
I'd
captain
jump in.
and the crewmates maybe showered, but
I'd jump in there, bro.
the thing
Shit, with,
is,
like, board shorts or
there's
something.
no AC or anything, and the bathrooms themselves are hot as fuck. So you
Ooh.
got in there, you showered, you felt great while you were in the shower because that water's on you. But as soon as you stepped out of that shower, it was still the same. You're still
Just like-
dripping sweat.
It's just like in DR and in Cuba when you go.
It's useless. So I just kind of rocked it throughout the whole trip. What I did was I just switched my shorts once at one point because I started out with pants, not trying to get sunburned. And I was like, second day, it's too hot. I've been sweating. My balls hot. Let me just
My
put some
balls was
shorts
hot.
on.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, it was a good experience. The crewmates were like, "You liked it? You liked it?" I was like, "Yeah, it's all right. It's hot as fuck."
And show the pictures. Show the pictures.
Oh yeah, so this was one of the guys. This guy was killing it on the boat.
Yeah.
He caught a bunch of decent size red
What was he
snapper.
doing different that you noticed?
He wasn't really setting the hook the same way as other people were doing. And why I say that is because they were using circle hooks. He would kind of just reel in a little bit and then pull. A lot of the people would fucking reel in real quick. Or not reel in, but pull on the rod instead of reeling
Like they were
in.
setting a J hook or something.
Exactly.
So what were you doing? Were you dropping the weight all the way down to the bottom, or you were letting it free float?
Yep. So some people were doing
Free lining.
no, sorry, my bad. Actually, nobody was doing free lining. Everybody was deep sea dropping. So
Okay.
they were using 7-8 ounce weights.
Jesus.
6, 7, 8
How
ounce.
big were those things?
They were about not like this big
Shit.
on top, and they had really long leaders, so they would just drop it down all the way to the bottom and then pick it off about 10-15 feet off the ground, off the bottom. So they would kind of just dangle. The fish would come by, get it.
Was it the same like here, like in same outshore? I'm assuming, where it's like bite times, like certain times of the day it's better bite.
Yeah, so I was also warned of that during my shoot, that there were going to be slow times for fishing out there. So the main thing was getting rest at the beginning, because when we got there at night, that's when it was going to be a
Fishing
good
picked
bite
up.
during the night, and then it was going to probably start slowing down around 3 to 4. So that's when I took my rest, and then I woke up again around 9-10 o'clock in the morning. Then we started shooting again.
When did you?
Were you the only one there from your company?
Yeah, I was the only one shooting. Yeah.
Where did you sleep? In a sleeping bag or something?
So they have bunks as well. I don't have any footage for that on my on my Instagram, but I do have some footage. I don't know if I can. Actually, I could probably send it to Discord. I'll get that up. But they had 50 bunks for everybody. They have inside seating that has AC. That's VIP, I guess, almost, because AC.
You have to pay extra for that or something, or
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know the downside of being inside is that it gets wet. The floor gets wet, everybody coming in and out of the ship, which is not good for my camera gear. So I did like being on top. Also, less people on the top side of the ship, so less people to talk about, to distract me and talk to me. I'm sending this to the Discord here in a
do ya?
second.
I don't know if I could do it, man.
I was gonna ask you. You think you could do it?
Friday to Sunday on the boat, and I don't get to fish. God. No, I mean, if you're getting paid, it's different. You're working,
Exactly.
right? No, it's different.
Oh,
It's
in
different.
a sense, like if we're
But if I was even going for like my own fishing trip to go fish, to go for 39 hours and bring back 5 fish, I'd be pissed, bro.
There were
You know,
some,
like that's the way I just thought about it. 5 fish, dog.
there were some people that got, I wouldn't say lucky. They were doing a good job of fishing, and they filled up a whole entire cart of fish.
But I thought the limit for that person was only 5 fish, right? But they got other species
Exactly. They were catching grouper, like red grouper, scamp grouper.
that was in season. Okay.
Yeah, like the red groupers themselves weren't in season, but the scamp groupers you could keep.
What's a scam group? I never.
It's red and it has white dots on it. 1 second.
so what was the most amount of fish that people took home? 10, 15?
I don't remember the count, but I know that there was like 2 or 3 guys that filled up a good wagon. They had their what do you call them? Slings, little stringers, and they had 2 stringers of those fish. And you get to keep whatever you catch out there as long as you're within legal limits.
Yeah. So that, I mean, you reach your limit, you can fucking target something else.
Right. I was just telling Jay before the pod, before you were here, Miggy, I want to catch a snook. I never caught a snook.
I've only caught snooks on charters, and redfish are also kind of in the similar level.
Well, you got to do brackish water for that. You can't. That's not a deep sea.
No, yeah, that's a flats thing.
Yeah, flats.
That's a flats thing.
Or like the beach. You can catch it off the beach right by the piers and stuff like that. With big grunts and shit.
I want to go more like when we go fishing next time, like instead of using shrimp and stuff like that, start doing more like top water artificial lures and the salt too. Like get some bigger swim baits and stuff like that, and start doing that on the salt.
So this is the first video, and this is the just the boat. Top deck. What's up for them?
So the water was nice and blue, huh?
Oh yeah, the water looks great. It was very calm, surprisingly.
How long
calm
did
out
it
there.
take until you hit that blue water?
It doesn't take that long.
An hour?
It doesn't take very
No,
long. Probably
no.
around 10 miles offshore.
Yeah, you're talking
probably
about
gonna get
40
that.
minutes. It's 40 minutes to an hour out. You're seeing it like that.
And then the next one.
Bro, we went out the other day. It looked really nice.
Has to download it first.
You never been out of the bay to fish, have you?
Oh, when I was in Key West.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm saying like when you're fishing here on a boat.
No.
Have you ever gone fishing on a boat here in St. Pete?
No.
No? I was telling Ozzy today, I was like, hey, for my birthday / graduation party, let's do something different. Let's take the boats out. And he's like, I'm down. I was like, all right, now I got to ask 2 other boat owners.
Yeah, I'll be down to go on a boat.
All right, and this is basically how about 20 hours of that trip went.
Oh, those are the bunks.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're just out.
Yeah.
Oh, they gave you fucking special boots?
No, I bought those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was told that it was gonna be slippery. So when they hook the fish and they pull them up on the boat, they just throw them on the ground, and then the crewmates come around and they're like, "What stringer number are you?" And they'll do the stringing for you, so you don't even have to touch the fish. You're just fishing the whole entire time. A lot of people get tired as fuck when you're fishing, dude.
I bet.
You're fighting those big fish for 2 minutes sometimes, just bringing them up out of the water, really, and you can't let go.
Oh, so those fishing rods were set up where there's no drag, none of that shit. You just bringing them bitches up.
You're just cranking them up. But when you get them up to the top, what happens is a lot of the fish, they spit out
Their tongue.
their
Their
Their,
eyes blow up.
no, it's their
yeah,
stomach. It's
their
their
stomach
stomach.
comes out, the groupers or eyes pop out.
Because of the pressure change from going
And we
from
did
so low.
pop them, but sometimes it's too much. It's too much on the fish. Coming down from 200 feet all the way to the surface of the water, they're out, let's say a minute trying to hook them, and you throw them out back in the water. Even if you take that air out, they're still just sitting there, just wiggling, but they're not going anywhere.
They're gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately it happens, but I mean, they were still not on the boat. We tried, deflated them. They just wanted to stay up. But yeah, 20 hours of this, trying to get some sleep. I think
Damn.
the other part that made it difficult sleeping was the boat, just constantly It got to a point where my ears kind of just started ringing from the.
You didn't have your headphones?
No, but next time I think I'm gonna bring my my motorcycle plugs that I use and just tap them, because you could still hear sharp noises. You just don't hear that boop 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 boop. It's gonna be nice for sleeping.
That's
Damn,
cool.
bro. That sounded like an experience.
Yeah. Well, while I was out there, as soon as I checked my phone, Trump almost got assassinated, and I'm like, yo,
How did I know?
what happened?
I sent
What's
the
going
video
on?
if you want to pull it up.
It's funny. It seems like my reaction seems to be pretty normal in the sense where when I first saw the very
Blow up.
first article thing that I saw that said assassination attempt on Trump, I thought it was bullshit.
Mhm.
The very first one I saw, I thought it was bullshit. Now clearly it wasn't.
So
So
I will say this: there has been some time since the assassination attempt, and a lot of information has come out. What also has come out is that he did not get hit by a bullet. He got hit by glass that shattered from the teleprompter that was hit by the bullet.
See, that's what I had originally heard, but everyone keeps saying that he got hit by the bullet.
They caught a picture of the bullet right next to his head.
What they think is the bullet.
Yeah.
It's the little trace that looks like a fucking
Yeah.
comet in the back. Yeah.
So is it a bullet or is it not? Because everyone keeps saying it is, and I've heard some people say what you're saying, Miggy, and I don't know.
So here's the thing. So some kid went out there with a microphone, and mind you, this is 2024, and he asked people that believe that moon landing happened. You know, they understand technology. They're very intelligent people, and he asked them. It was in California, and they're like, yeah, it was all set up. He used a blood bag, and like there are people out there that don't believe that this happened. And then the guy goes and asks, what about people that died, that were shot with bullets? Oh, well,
Right.
I'm sorry about that, but I don't think it happened. It was all staged for him to get clout. And to me, I'm thinking, well, let's just sit down here and logically think about it. Okay, he wants to get clout, right? So what you're saying, they're gonna hire a person knowingly that they're most likely going to die, go out there, shoot a bullet within an inch of his head, and they're gonna take that kind of a risk? That makes no sense. Because I listen to a lot of the military people, like snipers and stuff like that, talking about, and they're saying at that distance, the grouping is about 1.6 inches. That's how you group the bullets at that distance when they're teaching you how to shoot. And they said it's a decent shot to make. In 6 months, someone can learn how to take that shot with grouping of 1.6 inches. But it is a 1.6 inches grouping, which means if this person was inaccurate, it was hitting his brain. So this is a picture of him actually what happened. And this is how he was targeted, and then at the very last second he moves his head, and that's when the bullet zips by.
Yeah, I think they were. I was hearing today, Miggy, that it was a bullet because the person, one of the guys that died, was behind him.
Yeah, the
Whatever.
firefighter behind him was protecting his family and got shot 3 times.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that he wasn't shot at. What I'm saying is that the glass that
Is what caused the ear thing?
ear thing.
Yeah, but they're saying no because that's
Still,
not a bullet.
I'm still-
I don't know what's happened, but
From
Well-
my perspective, still there was still an assassination attempt on you.
Yeah.
That shit's still pretty like crazy.
Well, forget all this. What to me is the most upsetting, that this motherfucker in 3 seconds, literally in 3 seconds, removed everything that Trump has done bad or good. He literally erased that in 3 fucking seconds.
I don't know about that, Jay. But I will say that they've shifted the talk.
Well, that's what
Not
I'm
say
saying.
removed it. You can't say removed. Still, everything's still there. Nothing's gone.
Correct. Nothing's
But
gone.
they've
but
shifted the conversation. Is what they've done.
yes, but a lot of people that were on the fence now going Trump, because the reason I'm saying this is because California had literally like rallies of people going in California, in San Francisco with flags of Trump. New York, New Jersey, downtown New York was flooded with cars with Trump, flags.
And you think that the majority of people in these rallies were going to be people that shifted? I don't think so.
No. What I'm trying to say, people that were closeted Trump people started posting. People that were on the fence started saying, So what they did, they actually shifted it towards Trump, to his benefit. So at this point, in my opinion, it's 99.9% that Trump wins, and there's more to it. And the reason I say there's more to it is the second video that I posted. This was posted for a second, and then they removed this video.
Do you think that this will be the most interesting election that we'll ever see in our lifetimes? Like the next presidency will just
We
be like,
still have much more to come because some
Do you think-
crazy shit has already happened.
But do you
not
think-
too long from our lifetime. Was it Nixon?
Yep.
The Nixon assassination.
And Nixon
attempt?
was like a boss too.
He was such a badass about it. Should I pull
Yeah.
it up?
He got shot at, and it was a failed attempt. And then 2 weeks later, he was in a press conference and balloon popped. He just looks up. He goes, "You missed me."
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Yeah, like this whole thing. They're like, "Well, it's staged." The reason they're saying it's staged is because the way he came out and put his fist up, he clearly practiced for it to me, bro, Trump has been in a spotlight for such a long time. This man didn't become a billionaire by being an idiot. He understood. Like, he's used to these pressure
I don't know.
situations.
To me, I when I see him after getting shot at, going, putting his fist up and stuff, I just saw that as his like ultimate villain moment.
Villain moment? That photo is going into history books. You know that,
I
right?
get
Oh,
it,
yeah. It's,
but I just
it's
saw
a
it as like,
crazy. It's a crazy photo. It's an amazing photo.
What do you think is a villain moment? A lot of people think it's a hero moment.
I know, but I'm just saying like, not because I'm calling him a villain, but it reminds me of like in movies when villains have something bad happen to them and they use it to like make them to get their following of people behind them.
It
You know what I
almost
mean?
reminds you of the Hitler situation in a sense, where they praised this guy. They made crazy promotions, propaganda about the guy. You have the Hail Hitler salute, and they made that super popular. Trump's kind of in the same trends. He made his own sneakers.
No, I don't know if I'd compare it to him, but I can tell you this: there's two things that happen. I don't know if you guys watched the RNC as he's walking up. Can you pull up the footage of RNC Trump walking?
RNC Trump walking.
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously that big ass white thing on his ear. This is all for the eyes. Okay, this right here. Pull it up. Just the beginning. Just the beginning right here. Watch this. Just watch this. And I want you to observe around him as he's walking. Right? And then we want you to pull up another video.
Okay, what are we looking for here?
Just keep watching this. You'll see in a minute. You won't know anything from this video. You'll know when you see the second video. Just keep watching. Watch at people around him. I think this is good. Now pull up the incident.
Man, I don't know, man. I feel
watch.
I feel sorry for the guy in the sense where imagine the anxiety of every time he steps out of his house now.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But he's already used to that pressure.
He's used to
No,
that
but
shit.
it's all different now that actually something has gone down.
Yeah, but
It's
remember,
definitely gonna change.
remember,
shit, man.
he's a businessman, man.
No,
He
in his
thrives
brain
on this shit.
And his brain is definitely gonna affect him, bro.
Pull up that moment when the shooting
He's
happened.
gonna need therapy.
Yeah, just the.
I'm looking for the video here, but they're just giving me a lot of news.
Yeah, that you can just play
No,
that.
that's just going over the thing.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like just any of them pull up.
Don't play the sound. Just mute it.
Yeah, just
find the
mute it.
clip.
Any of them. And just get to the point where the whole shooting happens.
No, these guys are just talking about it.
And when you can find in the next couple of minutes, I'll tell you exactly what I'm looking for.
Trump assassination video.
Yeah, there we go. Play this. Now watch. This is gonna happen, and I want you to watch around him.
Thing that said happened.
Boom, goes down. People go on top of him. Now they run up the stage, lift him up. Speed up a little bit. Keep going when they start walking him off the stage. Yeah, they're gonna start walking him off the stage in a second now.
Let me get my
Yeah,
shoes.
see, watch. They started to walk him off the stage. Keep watching. Keep watching. Says fight, 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 whatever, blah, blah, blah. Now, they walk him. Now watch the car as they get to the car. Look. This car moment is insane. Watch this. And tell me what you see in this moment.
I haven't seen this part of it actually.
Yeah, just watch and see. Tell me what you see. Watch. Watch security people closely. Oh, wait. Let it play out.
The skin you defended. Protect your
It's the
skin
best
with La
part.
Roche-Posay's ultra lightweight sunscreen with
You teasing us, Jay.
antioxidants.
Hey, it's not me. It's Google. Oh shit.
That's the end.
So there's a part where those three women that were in front, one of them cannot holster her gun for like a solid couple of
Oh
seconds.
yeah, my boss
She
is
can't-
talking about that.
She can holster the gun for a couple of seconds. But in the very first video, did you see all the dudes, 6+, huge? This is after that happened. Because they're, a lot of people are saying these are DEI hires, which means diversity, equity, and inclusion, I think. That's what it translates to. So they gave him these diversity hires. There's another famous photo of their Secret Service people covering Trump and one of those women in the back like this, just protecting herself, right? So what I'm saying is they immediately switched his detail, and then he also called and got RFK
Yes, I
as
heard
security
about
detail. And he had so if you go to the next video I
that.
posted,
Biden was the one that also not only approved but encouraged that as well.
well,
Of course.
Biden didn't say shit for like 2 hours or something like that. He didn't come up, didn't say anything for 2 hours, right? So go back to RFK, the video.
I mean, what, you wanted him to tweet in 10 minutes?
I didn't come out and say something.
Jorge said, "Don't be cheap and pay membership."
Hey, give me the $10 a month. I'll pay YouTube. You send me the 10 a month. I'll do it.
So go to that other video.
Which one? This one?
This one. So you don't have to play it. So basically here, I think RFK calls Trump or something. Here, just read it a little bit higher up. You can just read the whole thing.
So
They call between Trump and RFK. It's a discussion yesterday. Trump was reaching to Kennedy looking for an endorsement. Okay, so Trump reaches out to Kennedy looking for an endorsement, and they're talking about the vaccine situation, how Trump wasn't really on board with the whole vaccines and everything. Now, in my opinion, if he calls and tells RFK, listen, I'm going to have you as part of the committee and I want you to investigate the vaccines. If he brings RFK on board, that's landslide. Game over. He wins. There's no questions about it.
I really do like what Trump did by picking up his vice president, Vance.
I don't like the guy.
I think it's going to be a good thing because it's going to be like yin and yang. He's going to be able to balance him out and call him on the bullshit, but it's also going to allow newer, younger politicians.
Well, see, this is what happened. You have to look at it. Right now, back then, when he elected Pence as his vice president, he needed a Christian Republican person to bring the Christian Republican people over to his side for the votes. Right now, he doesn't need that because he already has the support of people. So right now, it's going to be 99% Trump, 1% is VP, right? VP is going to go show up here and there. VP has also been caught talking shit about Trump many years back.
That's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
the yin and yang. He can talk. He can call the bullshit out. on
Yeah, and they
Trump.
try to call him racist, this and that. He named his kid Vivek. Vivek and him are like buddies. They went to the same school and shit. They got pictures together, right? So, but I don't necessarily like the guy as much. I think RFK would have been a much better candidate for him as a VP.
Yeah, but he would have had to do a lot of talking. I don't think the American people can handle that for more than 20 minutes.
Who?
20 is a long.
RFK trying to
No, that's the thing. RFK could have been that 1% at a time of talking. He wouldn't have to talk as much.
But he's gonna have a translator. He's gonna have a interpreter making sign
The
language.
problem with RFK is the minute he came out, he would have to say that Parasite ate half of his brain. Like literally, that's what it was. He would need to come out and say the Parasite ate half of my brain.
We've had crazier presidents and vice presidents
Yeah.
before.
That's why his speech impairment comes from that. It's literally the Parasite just destroy half of his brain.
We've had slave teeth.
Yeah, we did. But the point being here is like the saddest part to me, and to this day, if you ask me who I'm gonna vote, it's a very simple question with a very difficult answer. I don't know. I'm hoping that they're going to have Biden step down and they're gonna bring in somebody better.
That's too late for that, I think.
But they have no choice. But then again, at the same time, you're right, because Gavin Newsom, if they offer it to him, he'll be like, hell no, I don't want this position. I want this job. Are you fucking crazy?
Do you guys think we'd
They're-
ever be able to do what the original Americans were able to do? And that was be able to split off from the original UK, right, onto new land with their own set of rules. And the reason because they did that was, again, because they didn't really have any representation, or they didn't feel represented there, or they felt like they were being chased.
What
and
was it? Tax
persecuted.
without representation.
Well, that happened later once they moved. And then they had the whole entire
Well-
ordeal where they were getting taxed without the representation, and they became their own.
Well,
Right.
if think about it this way, if Texas and Florida separates, I mean, what else is left out there?
What do you mean?
Texas separates and Florida separates. Those are the strongest states right now. Everyone is moving to Texas and Florida. All the businesses are moving to Texas, and Texas had a plan to separate from the United States and become its own little country.
At one point, it did.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? These talks are happening, and and here's the thing,
I
pendulum.
just
won't-
don't think it's going to be as easy to do in today's society. One, there's not that type of land. Two, the government would be opposed to doing such thing, the same way that they were opposed to them originally moving to new land.
Yeah.
That's why they taxed them anyways.
Yeah. So it's a difficult question, but all I'm saying is right now, and there's no doubt in my mind,
Jorge
99.9%
said they're
he
going to bring
wins.
Michelle Obama, I heard.
If Michelle comes, that's a different story. Now they can throw a wrench in, but I don't think Michelle would want to step in this debacle that's going on right now.
Would you
They're gonna
vote for
say hell
Michelle
no.
Obama?
Would I vote for Michelle Obama? It depends what she's gonna say. It depends on what she's gonna say. She at least needs to have one press conference, right? It would depend on that. But right now, as far
And do you
as
think that if she did one press conference,
if Michelle Obama came, like there would be a good chance that she
No, no.
wins.
No, I'm saying though, if they did that one press conference, you think that would be enough for you to decide?
I think so. I think so. It depends. Yeah, I think so. But so far, like to me, they're a better candidate. As a matter of fact, RFK to me is a much better candidate than either one of them. And there's another. I think there's a gay senator, Republican. There's also running. He's a younger guy. I think he's in like 40s. He's a much better candidate in my opinion. But unfortunately, they're not going to get the votes. So your vote literally is going to go to nothing if you vote for one of them. You know what I'm saying?
It's like when you go to vote and they show is it independent?
Yeah, they're
parties?
going independent. Yeah, the reason RFK was not nominated for either one of the parties because he went independent.
But I'm saying like every time you go in, there's always those few names there
Yes.
that are independent.
Yes.
And it's just like you putting your name there. It's just you just throwing it
You
away.
like you were born here. Once you hit 30, what is it? 34,
35.
35, you can put your name in there.
Yeah.
You literally can put your name in there.
Think I can get the
One-
Asensios? I don't even think the Asensio would vote for me.
I mean, there was I think his name was Michael Chang guy that was talking about universal pay for everyone, blah blah blah.
That was
he
a
got
cr-
decent
wasn't
votes.
he like a huge mega pastor at a church?
No.
And he ran his own
he
like
wa-
gun church.
No, not. Oh, maybe yeah.
That's some movie shit right there.
Maybe yeah.
They did
There's
a doc-
something
they
like
did
that.
a documentary on him. Vice did a documentary. on
Yeah.
him.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy had a whole entire church for
Yeah.
guns, and he was like super gun.
He was talking about God in an interview with a vest on.
yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, but he got decent amount of votes, but he was still not nowhere near.
No, you can't.
'Cause
He's
most
not gonna
votes-
get to the masses.
Yeah, because most votes come down to like 10,000 to 20,000 votes. That's what sways the representatives' vote, right? Like, because ultimately you elect a representative that's gonna vote in your stead.
Right.
Dude, how much does it suck to have the name ISIS? ISIS is coming. Whoa.
Yeah.
What do you mean ISIS?
Just having the name ISIS because of the terror organization.
Oh, like
you
if they
name your
name you
child.
ISIS? Oh shit. No, you
ISIS
can't
is
do that.
coming. Oh,
Yeah.
There's
shit.
just certain names that are off the list now. You can't name your kid Adolf.
I think this is what
You
happened.
can't do that.
I think this is what happened. I don't think this was
Fidel,
staged.
you don't do that. You don't do that to a child.
It's like the hurricane.
No.
It's like the hurricanes. If they've caused too much damage,
Yeah.
you can't name them.
We can't name him.
I don't think this was staged, right? This was literally not staged at all. I think what happened, this was a crime of opportunity. This kid on his own, he had little issues. Oh, by the way, you know what the craziest thing is? The kid is registered as a Republican.
But he had donated to
He
Biden
donated when he was
in
18, 2 years ago. He donated not to Biden. He donated to a liberal, very ultra left leaning organization. He participated in BLM, also in Antifa marches and stuff like that. So there's
It's
this.
funny that
I think the
my
kid,
man
the
is, like,
reason he was.
definitely Antifa guy. He can't make that fucking shot.
Yeah, well, the reason I think he was registered as a Republican is to throw off like because in his head he was throwing off
The
like the
system.
counts, the system, the this, the that,
To
right?
keep his eyes.
Yeah,
The
and
crazy thing was, I heard that the building that he walked into, there was security, and security had noticed that he had been kind of, acting weird.
he went back and
but
forth a couple of
he
times for
got
30
through,
minutes.
He got through metal detectors on top of a building with a 6-foot ladder. How the fuck did he get through a building with a 6-foot ladder?
No,
and a
no,
gun?
he used the AC thing to
Duct?
climb up. That building itself was the headquarters where the police and everybody set up.
Yeah, but
They
you-
set up
but-
in that building.
But you still need a 6-foot ladder to get to the place where you can then climb up to the.
I
to
don't
the
know. They
roof.
said that he used the AC thing to climb up on a building. That's the last
Yeah.
I read. But they're saying they're
'Cause
also
I've seen those systems at my warehouse, like how the big warehouses have the ACs on top. They've had that, but they have to use a ladder to then get on top of that ladder to
Yeah.
then go. all
Or
the way
it's
up.
not necessarily you have to use a ladder to get on top of that ladder. Sometimes you have to have this big thing. It's like a big ass stick, basically, that
bring it down.
that brings down the ladder.
But
'cause
I
it's-
think that building had another building next to it that was lower, which he climbed on first. Then he climbed on that AC thing and then climbed up
Could
on a
be
building.
that dude
building,
just
building.
crawled up that much.
fucking
So the-
monkey.
But yeah, so the point here is like there's reports coming out. I don't know how true this is. There's reports that they've noticed him 30 minutes before. They found bomb in his car, or like a fabrication of one. They found things in his house as well.
I heard something today that they were
They shot somebody.
they already had him in their sights for
Yeah.
a little while, and that they didn't get approval to
What-
take him out.
There's more to it. Yeah, so that's the part where I don't know how much, because this one of the snipers came out and said he had him in his sights for 3 minutes with the weapon in his hand, but didn't get approval. Now I don't know how true this is. They also said that he was noticed 30 minutes ago because he came, he looked around, went back to his car, came back again. But there was no aerial anything. Now, all of this fine and dandy. Here's the big issue that people don't understand. Secret Service is notoriously understaffed, right? They're notoriously understaffed, which means
What are we watching? Me?
current president
Okay.
current president would get the best of the best as far as Secret Service goes. Rest of the candidates will get shit, right? And then they would substitute Homeland Security, which is part of the Secret Service. It's under the Secret Service umbrella. Homeland Security people that they bring in and say, okay, your job is to look at this door. You're on this person's detail. Your job is to look at this door. And that's all you're going to do all day long. It's a very boring job. And they also employ police officers, local police officers. So with that being said, it was definitely oversight on a Secret Service, because that roof needed to be covered. Like that had to be covered. Like there's no way you shouldn't be covering that fucking roof. And then they're also saying that police officer came to the thing, saw the kid pointed a gun at him, police officer left without saying anything. So this is why they're saying, oh, this is an inside job, this and that. I don't believe it was an inside job. I think both sides took this and ran with it. It was just like more of a crime of opportunity for the kid, and both sides took that and made something out of it.
You know, I didn't feel like this a little bit over 6 months ago. But man, I hate the media nowadays.
Yeah.
It sucks.
You want to hear
just
something
can't- you
funnier?
It's not that my problem is not directly what the media says, it's the effect it has on all the people around me. And then so not only is it like now I was before, it was like I know when I go on my phone and I see something, I don't necessarily trust it.
Yeah.
Right? But then there's people around me that I confide in, and that when I would hear something with them, I trust. Now it's gotten to the point where it's like, well, I don't know where the fuck you're getting information. I don't know if I trust you.
Yeah. So exactly right. So right now they posted 2 articles that CNN put out. Now I don't know if this is true or not. I haven't looked into it. 2 articles that put out. One of the articles said Trump slipped and fell on a podium, and second one was Trump went down to his knees because of a loud noise.
And, both on CNN.
Both on CNN. And another thing came out. Viewership of the channels. I think Fox and MSNBC were the 1 and 2 or something like that. Guess who was number 3? Guess. Patrick Bet-David. A YouTube channel had more news views than any of the national TV. CNN was below Patrick Bet-David by a landslide.
Well, if we're gonna talk about how much
And
foreign media is taking over, you can take a look at the Note Boys.
yeah, and CNN just fired their entire DEI team. Because they, like, if you open up who are their main journalists, you don't see any main names. They lost every single one of the main people. You know, back in the day, they had the monopoly on. They would just pay everyone, and you can only watch the debates on CNN. You can only, like, you know how Dish had the fucking, you can only watch the football games on Dish, nowhere else, because they had the rights. Similar with CNN, while they had those rights, but they paid for them, they had the viewership. After that was gone, it was all gone, and they lost majority of their good, journalists, and now they started firing a bunch of people. So there's definitely a shift that's happening, and it's a big shift. And I think with internet, what's happening is now everyone has access to information, whether it's good or bad.
Do you think there will be a reform on misinformation in some sort?
They won't. You can't stop that.
Do you think it's just going to get worse and worse then?
It's just going to get worse and worse. You're going to have to sit down and sift through it on your own. Because now this is what's happening. This is literally what's happening.
It can be misled by it being called entertainment.
Yeah. And this is what's really happening right now. Look, they try to put him in jail, right? They try to assassinate him, this and that. People are asking this question, right? An average American is asking this question. Why are you guys so afraid of him? If you're all goody two-shoes and you've never done anything bad, why are you afraid of him becoming a president? Because if you say, well, he's going to drive the country down, this and that. In United States, where we're a very individualistic society, you care for yourself and your own first, then everyone else. And somebody comes in and talks about the nation, oh, I'm a patriot, this and that. It's complete hunk of shit. They're just saying it for the ears and eyes. Are there people like that? 100%.
Do you have our friend in the corner over there? You see him on the camera and everything? In the corner.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Oh. It was a complete hunk of shit that, like, people are, like, they're not doing it for the nation, right? They're looking up, a lot of people are saying, well, if you're that afraid of him, there's got to be something that you're guilty of that is going to expose. So I want this to be exposed. And already people don't trust.
We got Mickey the Exterminator here. Damn, Mickey, you did a shit job, didn't you?
Twice.
You got him?
I hit him once.
You petted him.
The Terminator.
You better ask for fucking rent from this motherfucker.
He's big, bro. I bet he's gotten through some shit. Yeah, he's gone through some shit in here. I bet he ran from Nala already and everything.
Went under the disc.
That's fine.
Spin that shit. He'll go.
We'll spin around the block.
Yeah. Well, the point is, people already don't trust the government, and all this shit's happening. So they're questioning, and they're getting their news from X. They're getting their news from YouTube. No one is getting their shit from anywhere, right? So
I feel like the majority of people see their shit on fucking TikTok and Instagram.
yeah. So they were, Jorge is saying they're gonna bring Michelle Obama. I don't think Michelle Obama wants it anymore. After all this debacle, I don't think she wants it.
She's like, I don't want this mess.
No, I don't want this mess. Exactly. That's what's literally what's happening right now. No candidate right now saying I don't want this mess. I'm hoping they're gonna bring someone, cause But here's
what can we talk about what's going on here, Miguel?
Oh, I just wanted to show you guys the way the ISIS fighters are training. They're using monkey bars.
You know why, right?
Because they don't got shit.
Not only they got shit, this was the traditional Russian training of anybody in schools. Yeah, you as a kid would do these kind of things. This was our phys ed, right? Like physical education, right? Which was like our gym class, basically.
They had you crawling through barbed wire?
Not barbed wire, but we did shit like that. Like we crawled through things, jump on things, and use the fucking ladders and climb like that. This is pure Russian training from the 70s when the whole thing was happening with Afghanistan and United States, and then back from after that.
Yo, how do all these shows get away with this racist ass shit? I always wonder that. Even till today. Family Guy and all these guys. They just get a pass?
No.
Well, they fucking try to cancel Chappelle for it. What you mean?
No.
But I'm saying, like, these guys still make these
I go in
racist ass
store,
jokes.
I throw backpack,
They do.
big boom. No.
Bad,
You
but they still do
are
it.
big
They just
boom.
get a pass
Big
though.
Oh, you guys
I
aren't
mean,
hearing it.
look at Eddie Murphy, bro. Look at Eddie Murphy. He kind of stopped making those jokes. Like this last movie was pretty funny, but it wasn't like Eddie Murphy. I mean, he's not Eddie Murphy character, right?
Let me hear it, Mickey.
Go in store, I throw backpack, big boom. No. You are big boom. Big hero. Okay, right. So I throw backpack, come back and have big hero party with many virgins. No. You boom. Oh, okay. I put on backpack, boom. Then I come back, big hero virgins. Okay, yeah. See you in a few minutes, big hero.
Yeah. So I mean,
He didn't read the contract.
No, yeah, the situation is pretty fucked. And then Alex Jones is talking all kinds of fucking shit. And
He was
then
right about one thing.
The only thing that I heard that was like best way he described it was the ex-head of Secret Service. He's like a light-skinned, I think, black guy, and he was the one that's talking about it. And I think he gave the most comprehensive understanding of what happened that day. And his thing was like, yeah, they fucked up. They should have cleaned it better. They should have done better. He goes, the best way to do this is to prevent the situation, not to react to it. To react to it is too late. For number one is to prevent it. So, and any person that's been in the military or anything, they're all saying, okay, yeah, that's how you shoot center mass. You lock in on the neckline. That's where you lock in on, and because of your grouping, this is what you do. And then he just last minute he turns his head and then just clips his ear.
He
It was
shot at
he
him.
purely was fucking lucky, bro. He's lucky as hell.
He missed so many shots too. He shot a couple times.
He did
shot, missed, shot. He got nervous.
Yeah, he missed a bunch of fucking shots, and Secret Service let that happen. They should have like taken action.
That's true. It shouldn't have happened. Like nobody should have.
That's a
died.
direct side.
But
They should have had somebody on that fucking roof.
that
Even
should've-
a regular officer should be standing on that fucking roof.
It should have never happened. But you have to admit that the way that the Secret Service reacted was very prompt, because it could have gone a lot worse.
I don't know. I think that in a situation,
I
like
think
that,
they fucked up.
In my
They
eyes,
fucked
I'm
up
like,
big time.
well, you should have every point of view that
Covered.
this person could be seen through
Yeah.
covered,
Mhm.
right?
And then they gave him fucking these Secret Service people that can't even holster their gun. Like, what are we doing here?
That's true.
What are we doing here? Even the Secret Service head, this woman, they asked her directly, "Are you going to resign for this fuck up?" She's like, "No, we're just gonna continue doing what we're doing."
I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes
like-
you can't just drop everybody. Everybody has a certain job that they need to do.
Yeah, but they're blaming, like, majority of the blame goes on DEI hires, right? Like that they're basically, these are people that they hired, not necessarily best for the job, but best for the visibility. Meaning,
But
we're
these-
diversified. Meaning, we have women on our team. Meaning, we have this on our team, that on our team. It doesn't necessarily mean that they qualify to be there, right? There's a big difference between the guys that were protecting them on that stage versus the guys that walked him out in RNC. And then
What I'm
another thing
saying
happened. An
is-
alleged shooter was actually shot in Milwaukee during RNC.
What I'm
They shot
saying,
someone.
What I'm saying is, from like in the bigger scale of things, if you're looking at it from a job perspective, they fucked up. They didn't do their job, but they still have other shit that they could do within the organization.
Yeah, 100%. And it's not a big
they'd much-
conspiracy. I don't think
they
it
would
is.
they would just much rather move the person than have to train up somebody once again, or try to find somebody who is capable of doing that
Yeah.
job.
I like hearing all the things that people have to say.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big
The
conspiracy
different
like
ideas.
people are saying. I don't think it's a conspiracy on either one of the sides. I think the kid just crime of opportunity. He knew
Yeah.
he's there. He went, scoped out the area. Fucking, I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
he
I
was
have a
angry.
chance.
Fuck it.
He was angry. Fuck it. Let me just do it. And the kid was also part of the shooting club too. So he had some, although it wasn't that good, it was shooting club. And then they interviewed classmates.
which he did get kicked out of.
Yes, he get kicked out of it. They interviewed classmates. Some said, oh, he was a very nice guy, blah, blah, blah. The other one said he was constantly fucking bullied. And he was a fucking weirdo. So, there's no one really knows what's going on. And then they sent his phone. Now, like, look at the fucking, just the silliness of people, right?
He was bullied, and he just didn't stand up for himself. Based on the video that I saw of him getting bullied in high school,
Yeah.
they were just fucking with him and grabbing his pants leg, and he was just like giggling, like stop,
Yeah.
just stop. It's like, you can't, if you want somebody to actually stop, you can't tell them ha ha ha, ha stop. It's like, firm, stop. Don't
Yeah,
wait.
and then they send his phone apparently to FBI headquarters, and they're like, well, they're sending the phone to plant fucking evidence. No, motherfucker. They send in the phone because they couldn't unlock it. And if it's an iPhone, for example, it has a 4-key passcode or a 6-key passcode. You can't just break into it. Like, it takes time to do that. And they can't do it on a field in 1 second right there.
You think if it's an iPhone, they can just go to his body and?
Well, did you see his face?
I heard he was all fucked up.
He was all fucked up, bro. Like, I don't think that phone would read it. You don't
It's
think
not
if-
gonna recognize.
Yeah, you don't think if they could do it, they didn't do it? They would have done it. Like, it was the first thing to check. It wasn't a
I
thumbprint.
think they'd be allowed to do
Again, the
Fuck
media
yeah.
lies, but from like a 10-minute recap, I was just outside and I was hearing through my AirPods some news that were going on about how they had shot at him. Multiple people had seen him before he got there. and
People were screaming, person with a gun
they,
on a
they
roof.
definitely had
Get a
time.
police officer. Yeah,
They had like 2 minutes,
easily.
and people had made phone calls as well over the
Yeah.
phone to let, hey, there's somebody on the roof.
Yeah, they were flagging officers down. Hey, there's somebody on the roof with a gun. There's somebody on the roof with a gun. Like literally telling police officers.
It's crazy.
crazy.
Well, we
We
can
got-
wrap it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we got anything else we want to wrap up?
We
before?
could wrap up.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you everyone for joining us. Shout out to our official sponsors, UFC Gym, Largo, St. Petersburg / Pinellas
Like,
Park.
subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And Vitality Recovery and Wellness Center. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate everyone in the chat. We'll see you guys